I have one of the most unique model railroads to show you guys on this month's virtual model railroad show. Let's get started. Hey everybody, my name's Jimmy. Welcome to Coffee and Trains. I'm just drinking some more of that store brand coffee right here. If you want to tell me what kind of coffee you are drinking and have it featured just like these guys right here below, you can put that in the comments below, and who knows, you might see your name pop up. And this is also a virtual model railroad show. I do these once a month featuring my viewers' model railroad. No matter what state your model railroad is in construction, you can send it in to me, and who knows, you may see it on the show. Cheers, guys. We're going to start off with Sharaf Sardar and his Markland 3-rail layout. That's right, everyone over here in the States. Oscale is not the only ones with 3-rail. And check this out. It's under construction. It is a double level layout. And this is just a great example of what you can do in a very small space. Now, obviously, it's still under construction, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to run, especially when you get everything all done. It already looks like it's a bunch of fun to run just because you're running trains and you got them going everywhere, and it's nice and awesome. So thank you so much for sending this in. Robert Collins is sending us a Zscale layout, very simple Zscale layout, where he's showing winter in Kansas. You can see that it's got the white snow and everything on here. Just a nice simple loop of track. This is one thing about Zscale. I think the smaller you get, a little bit less about operations and the more scenery you can run through in a smaller space. So seeing layouts like this, plus a lot of people don't model winter scenes, so this is one cool thing to see. Thank you, Robert, for sending this in. The mighty Chillster sends in this layout. This is a nice compact layout. He has a ton of progress shots, as you can see right here. And one of my favorite little things about this little layout is that it has the construction vehicles all moving around and building the layout. I just thought that was a really cool thing to do in terms of storytelling for all of his different photos. But this is just a really great looking layout, especially for how compact it is. It's got a lot of action in a small space, and I really love seeing this. So thank you so much, Mighty Chillster, for sending this in. I really love the way this one looks, and it just looks like you had so much fun making it and obviously taking those pictures, because I think that's just cool. Eric Petrus, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, has the Chicago Crossings Railroad. Now, this is just a super cool model railroad doing modern operations in a Chicago setting. Has a ton of detail in this model railroad, and I mean a ton. I love just looking in and trying to find all sorts of new things with it, including just all the different detail with the buildings and the refineries and all of this great stuff. You can also tell that he went to great detail. He's got nice painted track and everything. I love seeing the static grass and all of this. Now, part of this actually has a little river, has the Chicago River in there as well, and this just looks phenomenal. He has a YouTube channel. I will link that right up here as well as in the description below. Eric, thank you so much for sending this in. Now, I have shown layouts of the past. I've shown modern day layouts, but this is, I think it's either my first, maybe my second sci-fi layout called the Minds of Xenon. Rich Irwin sent this in, and not only am I a huge model railroader, but I am also a huge sci-fi nerd. I love Star Trek, Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, The Expanse, really into Foundation right now, and that show Invasion as well, but I could get it off on a whole different tangent right now. But this is just such a cool layout. It reminds me of like Space 1999 and the British show UFO. This just looks really, really neat, and I love seeing this. It's just such a inventive and imaginative way to have a model railroad. This looks phenomenal, Rich, and I love seeing that it's like this is one place where he has a really high-speed train on there, and it's totally, I guess, prototypical because it's the future. So thank you, Rich, for sending this in. I really love seeing this. It's so unique. If you want to send your model railroad in to be shown on the virtual model railroad show, you can send it to the email in the description below. I do ask that you send a picture of your entire model railroad or just a large section of it if it's a big layout. And I do only feature layouts that are actually either under construction or built. So if you're still in the planning stages and you've got just the layout design in a CAD software or on paper, Just hold off until you've started building your layout, and then you can send it in. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe, be kind, drink some coffee, and happy railroading.